run through a motherfucker face.
That was Marshawn Lynch, English major at University of California, Berkeley. Boy, do we love our thugs. This country is so unracist, it's hilarious. Do you understand that guy would be sweeping streets, if not dead or in prison, if he had grown up in any other country? Do you understand that, people on the left? Apparently you don't. Same with fucking Snoop. It's good to see they're giving him some commercials, finally giving him a shot. Are you fucking kidding me? What is it about you people, and it's West Coast stupid again, that you're just so entranced and afraid, and I fucking actually like Snoop, and I like Marshawn Lynch, but I take them for what they are. I don't make them into fucking... Only gang members can have sponsorships and commercials. Show me a white guy with fucking either one of those guys' background and tell me they're gonna get a commercial. Suck my ass. Yeah, I'm sure you can think of one. Take your time. Eminem. He ain't got no record. What did he do? What did he do? Litter? Loiter? Loiter and litter at the same time. I mean, he was a shitty dad and stuff. Talented as a motherfucker. I remember Chris Rock coming in when I was writing for Chris Rock. He comes into work. He goes, man, the fucking world is fucked up. I'm like, well, what do you mean? He goes, right now, the best rapper in the world is white, and the best golfer in the world is black. It was right at the height of their fucking right on the money, man. It's the beauty of this country. Maybe the left could see that someday. They are so panicking, folks. If I read one more headline where it's neck and neck or they're tied, I'm going to tell you it again. I don't care if I said it 1,000 times. They're doing that to soften the blow when the left steals it. And they go, what do you mean we stole it? It was neck and neck right to the... That way it won't look so obvious. That's why they're telling you it's neck and neck. You're never going to convince me, ever. Those fuckers' numbers are as fake. Fox puts up and they're supposed to be right-wing media. They put up these fucking poll numbers 50 times a day, every show, twice an hour, neck and neck in Pennsylvania. She's ahead in this NBC poll. Bullshit. I don't want to live in this country if we're that shallow and fucking stupid. Anyways, they're softening the blow so it won't look so obvious if they steal it. I still, call me a detective, I still think they're going to try to steal it because, I don't know, they tried to kill Trump twice. Shit like that, you know. It wasn't us, it was the Iranians. Suck a bag of fucking hummus, you cock-sucking fucks. Excuse my French, folks. I got a filthy mouth, but blame my mother. She was a pirate. Anyhow. Hey, interesting exchange on X. I get on there this morning, and I see Owen Benjamin. I always want to say Benjamin Owen. Again, two first names. Owen Benjamin, who I got to be honest, I like him, but he fucking, I guess he wanted to be on the show. Dallas read me an email a couple weeks ago, right before I had a 3-city tour going, and said he wanted to be on the show. I don't think you told me about this bet, right? You just said he wanted to be on. I don't know. You might have, but I may not have heard it. All I heard, he wanted to do the show. All I know, I was leaving for the biggest trip of my year. And I just said, nope. I didn't mean nope. So I get on X today. DiPaolo's an old, greasy coward. He'll be wearing a pussy hat soon. So, Owen, yeah, I took the bait. And I know that's what you were doing. You're like, he's a hot-headed guinea. And I know you're very savvy because you play these high school games. You guys, you and those guys you fight with are like high school girls on the fucking internet. Ooh, see Diane's tits? They're fake. Whatever the fuck. But I didn't know you were promoting a special. And I would have fucking, and if I wasn't going on that fucking trip or I didn't think I was too busy, I would have said fucking yeah. But now you go out and unload on me like I'm afraid of you. How are you going to hurt my fucking career? And you keep telling me you keep putting it out there like I'm a sellout for what? I'm on a fucking podcast that reaches millions, not mine, fucking Crowder's network, and he does shit like his show goes undercover, like they exposed that guy who planned the lockdown in New York City and was actually having sex parties And stories like that, national breaking stories. The trans kid that shot up the school in Tennessee, they were the first ones to get a hold of his fucking manifesto and shit. So how am I? How am I like pro-establishment? Stop the silly shit. Anyways, I reached out to Owen, and I hope he can get it. We'll interview him today and air it whenever. Because I like people who stir the fucking pot, but don't get all tough guy on me when you're living in the middle of fucking nowhere and you know you're not going to run into me at a fucking comedy club festival or some shit. Because I'm as mental as you sometimes. And yeah, I know I'm too old for that shit. You'd be surprised. Anyways, let's get on with this fucking show. Copycat Kamala, what's that about? Vice President Kamala Harris is facing allegations of plagiarism after numerous passages. See, she really did listen to Joe Biden. It's the only thing they have in common. He goes, oh, let me show you how to do this. You take some silly putty, and you remember that? Yeah. You put it on the newspaper, and you lift it up, and you put it over here. Pretty good Biden, huh? Yeah. Allegations of plagiarism after numerous passages from the Democratic presidential nominee's 2009 book, Smart on Crime. I have to get the word smart. Me and my Waldo. Were discovered to closely resemble or perfectly match wording from other sources. That doesn't sound like her.
Liar, whore, and you know it.
Harris, then San Francisco's district attorney at the time, wrote the book promoting a reform-minded approach to prosecuting crimes alongside ghostwriter Joan O. C. Hamilton. Yeah. What is she, original gangster? Excuse me, cigarettes. I had a few after I read all that shit that Owen wrote about. Who told the Post when contacted Monday night that she was surprised to learn about the alleged copying. Conservative activist Christopher Rufo, I thought he was like an Asian kid, published the allegations Monday and credited an investigation by Austrian, get some fucking Austrian, calls himself the plagiarism hunter, Stefan Weber, with Rufo posting screenshots on X of 5 examples in which the wording in the book, Kamala's book, closely resembles other sources. The 5 side-by-side passages indicate that Harris may have lifted wording from an Associated Press article. What do you mean may? We're looking at it. Yeah. From 2008, a Wikipedia article as drafted in 2008, a Bureau of Justice Assistance report from 2000, an Urban Institute report from 2004, and an 8-year-old girl in art class. Good night, everybody. And a John Jay College of Criminal Justice. That's Northeastern University, by the way. Oh, for the love of Christ, leave me alone. I'm so popular with the 12-year-old Chinese boy. College of Criminal Justice press release describing a 2007 award.
Uh-oh, retard
She
alert.
really is.
Retard alert.
In at least 2 of the instances, the source of the original verbiage is cited in footnotes. However, quotation marks are not around the apparently copied words. And in other instances, she'll just go, I forgot. I'm not good with punctuation. Instances, passages appeared to be wholly uncredited, such as the Urban Institute report. You're stealing from black people, and you're black yourself. You should be disgusted. I don't mind you shoplifting some Advil at the CVS and shit, but you don't steal intellectual property. In this case, you do, you retard. You got a neck like the Scarecrow, by the way, in the Wizard of Oz. What do you think of that? So she plagiarizes just like Joe Biden did his whole career. They have nothing. She's an empty suit, empty pantsuit. She's got nothing. She can't speak without a teleprompter. And I guess she's going to sit down with Brett Baer. Is it tonight or tomorrow? Brett Baer of Fox News, which is hilarious. This could be. He's a very fair guy, and that's why she probably picked it.
But hopefully not too fair or gentle. He needs to go after because nobody else is.
Yes. Just him being gentle will be humiliating to her compared to what, I'm sure he'll be a little tougher than Joy Behar was, or MSNBC, or the Girl Scouts in Denver, whatever the fuck. Howard Stern. Oh, Howard, what did you do? What did you do? He was so good to me, and now I don't know. These people on the left that have morphed into everything they've always hated, it's so fun to watch. Just out of their hatred of Trump. I used to laugh at that they called it Trump deranged. It is deranged thinking. Think about how much they hate him. Is any of it rational at all? Any of it? It makes sense, though, because they're Marxists. I'll say it again. It's not, we keep treating them like they're a legitimate political party. They're fucking the enemy of this country. So it should be no surprise to you. So start voting like it. Let's move on. Anti-woke university. A new university in Texas that touts a fearless pursuit of the truth is attracting significant financial backing from billionaires frustrated with elite colleges. The university, get this, of all the cities, Austin, Texas, they call it UTTX, which welcomed its first class of 92 students. Wow, that says everybody's for the truth, doesn't it? Yeah. 92? Excuse me? 92?
We should enroll.
Enroll? I already they said I can return punts next year. They're playing the lying community college from Brooklyn. Its first 92 students last month has already raised approximately 157 mil, so we can't joke about them that much. What kind of fucking money do these guys have? Yeah. I think I'll start a college and buy a football team this week. Yeah. UTTX's mission, described as the fearless pursuit of the truth. I think MSNBC says that too. Aims to encourage ideological diversity. Why do you even put the word diversity in there? And I know you're using it in the right context this time. Don't even use it. Yeah. Just say differences. And a meritocratic achievement. In other words, we're going to base it on your abilities and your fucking actual resume and what you've done. Merit. The school's curriculum blends classical texts with a focus on gender studies and black things. 101. No, a focus on entrepreneurship, contrasting with what some donors perceive as an overwhelmingly progressive stance at prestigious universities. Do you think? I think we have one of the dean of the new college.
Then, as of this moment, they're on double secret probation.
That guy means business. Harlan Crow. You can just tell he's rich, can't you? He looks like Glenn Beck with AIDS. Harlan Crow, a major GOP donor, was an early backer of UTTX. See all the old white guys, they're going to be gone in a few years. Yeah. So you better do this shit now. Crow said, "Gah, gah." Much of our higher ed today seems to want to reject Western accomplishments and the accomplishments of Western civilizations in their entirety. Yeah, that's an understatement. Many people think that's a bad idea. And then he said,
"This year we're going to grab the bull by the balls and kick those punks off campus."
That looks like that would come out of him. Yeah. The school is collaborating with tech industry leaders to shape its curriculum, with executives from Elon Musk, SpaceX, only dumb guys, I guess, and Boring Company, that's the name of it? Boring Company, are helping develop UTTX's engineering program. I hope there's a lot of Indians in there and Asians, and double check the Asians. Well, Indians are Asian from Asia. But look at that fireplace. You just know this guy's filthy rich. He looks, that looks like a scene from Trading Places. You should see Eddie Murphy pop up in the window. It was a pretty goddamn funny movie, actually. So that's it. So somebody's fighting back. Between that and Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk's got his shit together. You know how I know that? I got a thing yesterday. It says from Charlie Kirk, his contact information. I click on it. It goes right to my contacts. I hope it's Charlie Kirk. How about that? Now he's in my contacts. How much have you been? I've been hit up for money. I'm not shitting you. 40 times a day for the last 2 weeks. Ted Cruz keeps hitting me up. I'm like, sorry, dude. You've been there forever. You're a brilliant guy, and you've done nothing. Sorry. Even Trump keeps hitting me up, and Trump's in, and I've already given. Okay, I've done what I can. I put my heart into this thing. Anyway, so you young kids out there, go to that woke university. Huh? What am I saying?
There's plenty of woke ones out there.
Yeah, very hard to find a woke university. Their mascot, the anti-woke university, is a noose. Mr. News. That's horrible. I know. I'm just saying. We really need that. We need to fight. I don't know if it's too late to turn the ship around. Let's lighten it up, huh? Sports is always a good way to do it. Let me go on my rant again about the NFL being the most over-officiated professional league, sports league, of them all. For a couple reasons. Number one, way too many fucking rules. They keep adding them for safety and shit. There's just way too many. They're taking the football out of football. I've said this a million times. I agree with the helmet on helmet, guys coming over the middle, you could cripple them. I understand that. But blindside blocks and shit, that's football. Catching somebody with his head not on a swivel and knocking the shit out of him, that's football. They're taking rid of that. Even last night, Aaron Rodgers got sacked. This guy sacked him the only way he could. Fell on top of him. And they called, even Aaron Rodgers, I swear to God, he tapped the guy in the ass that tackled him, and I saw them both shaking their head. I swear to God, Aaron Rodgers was embarrassed that they called roughing the passer. There were over 200 yards in penalties last night. And yes, some of that is because of the rules, but the other thing is these referees, I swear to God, ever since they gave them the fucking microphone, they love to be on camera. And can I ask you another question? And if you guys have been listening to the show, I've asked it 1,000 times. How come, when did the refs have to get together and talk about everything for at least a minute and a half? A guy jumps off sides and they have to talk about it. Yeah. When did that fucking happen? Roger Goodell, I don't know how you've been so successful other than the sport's the greatest on the planet. It sucks. The game had no rhythm last night. Every fucking Monday night, even Aikman and Joe Buck kind of, they have to bite their tongues. They're laughing at all the It's embarrassing. It's horrible. The referees think it's about them. They were so bad last night. Then they'll call a penalty that had nothing to do with the fucking play. It was a penalty, but it's a way away from the play. It does not affect the play. Even the head of referees about a month ago, who was in the booth at one of the games, oh, no, that was last year. He said, I want them to cut down and calling stuff that's away from the play. And they haven't. They just think it's about them. It's fucking horrendous. Oh, yeah, this is not about that. It's called more jet fuel. That's what I was saying. At long last, Davante Adams is becoming a New York Jet. Last night, the Bills and Jets played. The Raiders and Jets this happened last night, are finalizing a trade for the star wide receiver pending a physical, according to one of the sources. So that's good news for the Jets fans.
That's fucking beautiful.
That's the offensive coordinator. The deal is for a conditional third-round pick that can become a second-round pick based on performance. What if he blows the right guy? I don't even understand how that fucking works. As you know, if you guys follow the NFL, Davante Adams, him and fucking Aaron Rodgers were a classic hookup when they were with Green Bay. This guy, and then this guy goes where he wants to. Then he went to the Raiders because the quarterback, Derek Carr, he played with in college. Derek or Dave, it doesn't matter. They both suck, in my opinion. But he went to the Raiders for that reason. Then he gets tired of that, and he pretends he has a hamstring, and he... This guy just calls his own shots. Nobody's going to say no. He's a black millionaire. Anyways, this trade reunites Adams with quarterback Aaron Rodgers after months of speculation. The Jets tried to trade for Adams last season, but the Raiders were not interested in moving him. Things have deteriorated between Adams and the Raiders and his wife. And no, I'm kidding. And he requested a trade 2 weeks ago. The Jets are 2-4. If you watched the game last night, the Jets receivers dropped so many balls because they just weren't ready for him. And Aikman broke it down perfectly. Even I know this from college football. If you see the team's going to blitz and you're a receiver, that means you're going to turn your head around real quick. And they were getting drilled in the back with the ball and shit. No feel for the game. And Aaron Rodgers is just kind of rolling his eyes. And I swear, I'm not going to say Aaron made this happen, but Davante must have been on the phone going, listen, motherfucker, they can't catch a motherfucker. Get me over there. The Jets are 2-4 and have struggled offensively. Adams gives Rodgers a weapon he is familiar with as the team tries to turn things around. Here's a quote from Davante Adams.
I am like God and God like me.
And that was it. So, Jets, you got to be excited about that. But don't get too excited because you have to protect the quarterback no matter who the fuck the receivers are. Anyways, there was no keeping apart Rodgers and Adams, both of whom seemed to regret separating in the first place. The connection resulted in 622 receptions. This is in Green Bay for 7,590 yards and 69 touchdowns. Those are two Hall of Famers when they were Packers teammates for 7 years. Adams was traded to the Raiders where he reunited with his college quarterback in a hoe from Main Street. One season before Rodgers was traded to the Jets. So the Jets are trying, man. I think that's enough, actually. They'll teach the guys to block. Anyways, those of you guys that are on Mug Club watching this right now, stick around for the rest of the show. The rest of you go to nickdip.com and sign up for Mug Club, and you'll get the rest of my show. Steven Crowder's incredible show, the whole show. You'll get Brian Callen has a show on the network. Alex Jones pops in now and then, and also the Undercover Team, which breaks national stories. Steven told me they're sitting on a couple of big ones. So do that, and click on my tour date button. November 9th, Bridgeview Center Theater, Ottumwa, Iowa. Already sold 100 tickets, and it's still 3 weeks away or whatever, so good start. November 9th, Bridgeview Center Theater, Ottumwa, Iowa. All right? All right. Later on in the show, I'll be talking about TikTok, and it's more evil than we thought. They're actually targeting a demographic that I think they should be arrested for. And a guy named Callie Means, who's a New York Times writer, was on Rogan. Interesting discussion. He has become a Trump guy. Just let that settle in. A very, very, what do you call it? Very, very smart, scholarly type guy.
From the Times.
From the time. That's the important thing. He's going Trump. We'll tell you why that is if you stick around. If not,
Hi. Good night, everybody.